I feel like it's had a big impact on me. Like I said before, I feel like it is a very comfortable space to just share what you're going through. And I feel like if we didn't work on relationships like we have this year, then it'd be so different. I would probably not share as many experiences as I have. And like in the years past, I've shared, but not like I have this year because I feel comfortable and safe with the class.
I think the major way that it has is it's made it a lot easier for kids to open up and really talk about what they want to talk about and what the Spirit's prompting them. You get a lot more experiences shared in seminary now, and it makes it more of a attitude where you feel like you're learning together instead of you're all just isolate people learning in the same room. And it's a really strong connection with that class because now you're more eager to share, you're more willing to share things that are a little more personal to you because you have a connection with these kids already in there, and it really just allows for the Spirit to take it where it wants to because you're no longer holding back, thinking that you can't overstep the curriculum. Knowing that you have that connection with other students and that you're able to kind of talk about what you want freely because you've built those relationships with them allows you to be able to focus on the concepts you need in seminary much more.
The focus on like relationships and belonging like together as a class has really like impacted my seminary experience this year. I just feel like I've been able to really like grow a closer like relationship and bond with like all the students and like that. And I was even gone for like some time because of like COVID and stuff, but even though I was gone for a while, like I still like feel really close to all the people in my class, and we're all like different grade levels, but like we just all like get along really well, and like we're able to like have like a comfortable like area, like a comfortable like place where we can just share our testimonies and like ask questions and feel comfortable with one another.
I don't know. I've liked knowing my class a lot, but it's a lot easier to share when you actually know who you're talking to rather than just a bunch of strangers.
You're automatically more like inclined to listen to when your friends are speaking, and so when you build relationships with others in your class, you become friends with them, and then it's easier to listen and easier to have a desire to listen to what they are saying.
You just have your friends in your class sometimes, but sometimes that doesn't happen. So you really have to build that like bond with other people, and that's kind of hard, but when you do build that bond, it makes the learning experience way better. You connect with them more, especially during like experiences where they're like really opening up to the class, so you can feel for them and comfort them whenever they need and just be there for them, and it makes the going off of ideas like way easier.
This year it's way more inviting of an environment to go in and get to have relationships with people you know. You get more open to expressing your feelings and answering questions and doing more group work because you just feel safe.
I definitely want to come a lot more. It's easy to straggle off to other places because it's just such a free hour, and typically I just come so I will graduate seminary, but this year I've tried to find different talents and different people and try to connect with different people in more personal ways than just little get to know you games, and that's how it's different.
I would say it's impacted it because it allows there to be more of a friendly environment in the classroom instead of structure where everyone is just quiet and they're listening to a teacher. You have more in-depth conversations.
Last years it's been that you've come to seminary, learned about a doctrine, read it, talked about it, and left. And I feel like this year we've come in, have a good surrounding of people that we know, and when you read a doctrine, you apply that to your life and about how you can move forward with your life and grow instead of just learning and leaving.
Okay, so in years past, seminary I felt like it was harder to want to participate if no one else in the class was, especially as a freshman. I just kind of follow what everyone else in the class does, like my other classes. And so if no one answered, I didn't answer, and if people were talking, I'd talk. But this year I feel like, and last year, it's been easier to just say your thoughts, and you have a lot of people who normally wouldn't come to seminary or wouldn't feel so open to sharing, who are okay sharing because it's people you know, it's not like just some random kids that you go to the same school with.
This year's definitely been a lot different because I'm a senior right now, and all the other years I feel like it was more like we just like went into seminary and had a lesson and stuff, and sometimes we would do like groups where we would like interact with each other more, but like this year I feel like the difference is we've been focusing so much more on like how like we can bond more with each other as students rather than just like the teacher teaching us, and that's just like really helped me to be able to like enjoy like being able to learn from like my peers and stuff like that.
Like my seminary classes haven't really been spiritual, they've been more academic. I feel like they were just trying to get the lesson plan across without having any spiritual insights. It seemed very structured and not the way seminary should be. But now it's you go with the flow, I guess, and it's very fun just to see where we end up in our insights.
So what I've liked about this year's, it's a lot more loosely constructed, and it's tailored to each of our like individual needs and what we are wanting to learn, whereas years past it's been like super strict and like we're only doing this today and nothing else, and so I like that a lot better this year.